Tonight on KVR News, the race for governor heats up. Could Wendy Davis turn Texas blue?
The Red River Rivalry is approaching. How students are gearing up for the big game.
And new technology for firefighters, why these cameras are igniting controversy.
You're watching KVR News, Austin's leader for live, local UT coverage.
Broadcasting live from the Texas Student Television Studios at the University of Texas. You're watching KVR News at 9, Austin's leader for live local UT coverage. Your news starts right now.
Good evening. You're watching KVR News for Monday, October 7th. I'm Joanna Lyles.
And I'm Jenna Housson. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Lawmakers are no closer to reaching an agreement as a government shutdown now enters its second week. Congress is just 10 days away from a critical need to raise the nation's debt limit, and there's still no sign of a solution in sight.
The shutdown has now sent more than 700,000 government employees home, delaying several government functions and paychecks of 1.3 million essential workers.
President Obama says he's currently open to negotiations over the healthcare and budget issues. He said he'd be willing to accept a short-term debt ceiling increase. Remember, the shutdown began last Monday at midnight after Congress failed to pass a budget for the 2013-2014 fiscal year.
In Texas politics, the race for governor is starting to heat up.
I am proud to announce my candidacy to be the 48th governor of this great state.
Senator Wendy Davis made her bid for the governor's mansion official on Thursday. The Democrat made national headlines back in June for an 11-hour filibuster against Texas Senate Bill 5. That bill, which puts new harsh restrictions on abortion, did later pass. Davis focused much of her announcement speech on education, saying Texans deserve a leader who understands that making education a priority creates the good jobs and keeps Texas on top. Well, Davis is the only Democrat so far to announce a bid for governor. On the Republican side, there are already 4 candidates, including Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott. He told the Associated Press that Wendy Davis wants to impose a liberal extreme agenda if she were to be elected governor. Abbott said Davis won't win over female voters that she's counting on in her campaign. He also said that Davis's filibuster was inconsequential because the bill ultimately passed. Turning Texas blue will be an uphill challenge for Davis. The state has voted for the Republican candidate in every election since '94. The new poll by the Texas Lyceum pits Davis against Abbott in a potential election. Abbott does come out on top of that poll with 29%. Davis received 21%, but half of respondents said they had not yet made up their minds.
A post office on the 40 acres will soon be a thing of the past. The campus's post office plans to close in February. That's when its contract with the university will expire. The USPS contract was initially set to expire last month, but it received a 5-month extension from the university. The post office houses 400 P.O. boxes and has already started its search for a relocation space outside of the university. The closing means the nearest post office to UT is now on 17th Street. College students are the most likely to fall victim to identity theft, according to the Consumer Sentinel Network database. Adults in their 20s are likely targets because of their clean record and good credit. Nearly 20% of the total identity complaints have come from consumers between the ages of 20 and 29. When using sensitive information online, such as credit card info, it's important to make sure there's an S before the website address to ensure the site is secure. And in addition to your financial identity, your digital identity can be stolen too. UT senior Kamari Carter has frequently had her pictures and videos used by others online. She said friends would notify her about fake profiles, and she's even been contacted by people fooled by those profiles. Carter says it's almost flattering, but makes her feel insecure.
There's this feeling of being socially insecure in a sense that there's an image of you out there that people are not going to be able to match with the real you.
Carter said she did report people after their fake profiles with her images. To prove her identity, she had to make videos with her name handwritten on a sheet of paper.
A UT Arlington student has died after falling from a balcony. 17-year-old Ebony Warner was at a party on Wednesday when she fell from the third floor of an off-campus apartment building. She died 2 days later in a hospital in Fort Worth. Family members said Warner had graduated a year early from Round Rock High School, and this was her first semester at UTA. Police say there is no indication of foul play, but they still are investigating the case. Austin is now the second safest city in America when it comes to violent crimes. That's according to an annual FBI crime report. Overall, violent crimes in the city fell by 2% last year, but the report isn't something to celebrate just yet. The number of murders in Austin went up 22%, and property theft is still a major issue. APD Chief Art Acevedo said that in 1/3 of burglaries, there's no forced entry because people don't lock their doors. Acevedo reminds all residents to lock their doors and install deadbolts.
Good news for your wallets as prices at the pump take a dip.
And a big claim about the ongoing drought. Could this be the worst in history? You're watching KVR News.
You're watching KVR News at 9. Your campus, your news.
Welcome back to KVR News. The Texas Department of Transportation has a warning for drivers who use toll roads and don't pay. You could soon have your vehicle registration blocked. Drivers who have more than 100 unpaid toll bills will receive a letter this week. They must call TxDOT by October 16th. That's next Wednesday. If you don't, your name will appear on TxDOT's website. And if you still don't pay up, you can face a ban from toll roads. Your vehicle can be impounded and your vehicle registration could even be blocked. TxDOT says there are 28,000 drivers who have unpaid toll bills. Together they owe more than $27 million. And while you're paying up those bills, some good news for drivers. Gas prices are taking a little less out of your wallet. The national average for a gallon of gas has fallen 14 cents over the past 2 weeks. The price of diesel down 4 cents. The national average for regular gas is now $3.38. Austin drivers will be pleased to hear we've got even cheaper gas. A regular gallon in ATX now costs $3.15. That's down 21 cents since last month.
Helmet cameras were used in the rescue operation after a plane crashed at the San Francisco airport back in July. The footage shows a girl getting struck by a vehicle. Now, the use of similar cameras by the Austin Fire Department is causing controversy. The HD cameras are attached to the brim of the helmet. Firefighter Andy Misick said the cameras have helped him for the best.
A fire scene is real dynamic and quick, and everything happens, very fast. You don't remember a lot of it, so it's a good tool to take back and review.
There has been some criticism thrown at AFD for their use of cameras, but Misick says their sue is solely for training purposes.
I don't wear a helmet on a medical call. I don't wear my fire helmet, into people's houses when we're investigating. There's no need to.
AFD is currently working on a policy that will allow firefighters to use the technology while ensuring the protection of citizens' privacy rights.
Our goal is not to catch people and victims and what's going on. It's to catch the actual dynamics of the fire ground and what the smoke's doing and how we can improve our tactics to keep us safe.
Similar helmet cameras have been banned in cities like Houston, San Antonio, and San Marcos.
The number of non-religious Jews in the United States is on the rise. More than 1 in 5 Jews say they are not affiliated with any faith. That's according to a new study by the Pew Research Center. The study shows American Jews think the most essential parts of being Jewish include remembering the Holocaust, leading an ethical life, and working for social justice and peace. Just 15% say that being Jewish is mainly a religious matter. The rise of Jewish nuns reflects a wider trend in the American population, where about a third of millennials don't affiliate with organized religion. The Christian owner of a Hobby Lobby has recently come under fire over accusations that the retailer is anti-Semitic. The controversy erupted on Friday after blogger Ken Burwitz posted that a New Jersey store did not carry holiday items for Hanukkah. Burwitz wrote, "One of our friends entered the store, asked where the Hanukkah goods were, was told there wouldn't be any, and asked why. According to her, the answer was, 'We don't cater to you people.'" Hobby Lobby president Steve Green apologized in a statement, saying the company is looking into carrying items this holiday season in stores near areas with large Jewish populations.
Well, the first half of ACL has come to an end, but music fans will be able to see more performers this coming weekend. Organizers are expecting the festival to bring in a 70% increase in revenue. Last year, ACL racked up more than $100 million. This year, it's projected the festival will bring in $175 million.
Two new businesses are cropping up in West Campus. A new Pilates gym, Pure, opens its doors on Wednesday. Information about prices and offers is available on their website, purepilatesaustin.com. Also opening is Cream Whiskers, a new cream puff and coffee shop. Both businesses are located next to each other at the corner of 22nd and a Half and Pearl.
Students are gearing up for the annual Torchlight Parade and Rally on Wednesday. The parade will start on the drag and end in front of the tower on the main mall. The tradition started in 1916 before the A&M game. The Texas X's brought it back in 1984 after a 20-year break to prepare for every Red River Rivalry game against Oklahoma. Longhorn fans will be heading up I-35 for the big game this weekend, and many will also be taking in the sights, smells, and taste of the Texas State Fair. The fair has two new attractions this year, daily ostrich races and an all-new music stage. The Silverado main stage will host performers including Kelly Rowland, Casting Crowns, Kevin Fowler, and Bridget Mendler. The concerts are scheduled for every night of the fair. With all the excitement of the Red River Rivalry and Texas State Fair, KVR asked students which part of OU weekend they like best.
The bus ride up is always a blast, being with the people that you have the most fun with in a concentrated space. You know, drinks are flowing. It's great. I love the bus ride. That's my most favorite part about the entire weekend.
Probably going to the Texas Fair and trying out all the new food and all those awesome rides, so really looking forward to it.
I guess just getting away from school, especially during midterms. It's nice to just go out right before and relax. I don't know.
It's a good environment, I guess. We're all going for the rivalry and just to see. There's a lot of partying there too.
UT is the first stop for the motivational campaign #BeSomebody on a 50-day tour. The campaign is the fastest growing motivational movement in the world, producing inspirational content for 4 million people in more than 40 countries. Their message is simple: share your passion using the #BeSomebody. Founder Kash Shah graduated from UT. He said the campaign started out as his own personal motto, and it's grown into a platform for anybody to share their passion.
There's something about this term of be somebody. It just connects with people all around the world on this emotional, very personal level.
After the break, Alex Wilkins has your OU weekend forecast.
Stay tuned. You're watching KVR News.
Have a news tip or story idea? Call the KVR News tip line, 475-8181.
Central Texas is experiencing the worst drought in history, according to Austin Water Utility Director Greg Masaros. Austin has not received sufficient rainfall to replenish area lakes.
And it's all because rain is falling in the wrong places, and the scorched ground is soaking up the water quickly, meaning runoff into the lakes isn't happening. And despite recent rains, Lake Travis and Lake Buchanan have only risen from 31% to 33% full.
So can we expect any more rain later this week? Alex Wilkins joins us live in the Weather Center with a look at your forecast.
Thank you, Joanna. There is a slight chance of rain this weekend. We've had some great cooler weather the last couple days here in Austin, but it looks like temperatures will be rising throughout the week. We'll see sunny skies all week, but as I said, there is that chance of rain this weekend. If you're heading to the OU game, there's an even higher chance of rain there, so make sure to pack your umbrellas. Today, we saw a high of 85 degrees, but tonight temperatures will drop to a low of 57 degrees with clear skies. We can look forward to a lot of sunshine over the next couple days with highs in the upper 80s. But don't ditch those light jackets just yet. Low temperatures in the early mornings will be in the high 50s and low 60s. By Wednesday night, the sky will start to get partly cloudy, paving the way for a 10% chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms on Friday. The rain chances jump to 30% on both Saturday and Sunday. While rain may not be the most exciting weekend weather, you can still enjoy this beautiful weather for at least a few more days. And of course, here in Central Texas, we really do need all the rain we can get. Live in the Weather Center, Alex Wilkins, KVR News.
Thank you, Alex. And David Ash is officially out for the OU game. After a break, College Press Box's Quinton Boudwin is here to talk about how it could impact the Longhorns.
Stay tuned, you're watching KVR News.
Now, KVR News at 9 Sports.
Zoom in more.
Welcome back to KVR News. I'm Quinton Boudwin. Four-time IndyCar Series champion Dario Franchitti was seriously injured Sunday during the last lap of the Shell Pennzoil Grand Prix of Houston. We caution you, this video does contain disturbing images. Franchitti fractured 2 vertebrae, broke his ankle, and sustained a concussion. You can see from the video, wreckage flew into the stands, injuring 13 fans. 2 of those were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. The race was halted, and Will Power was declared the winner in a muted celebration. Friday night, the Longhorn softball team had their 3rd fall ball game of the season. Julian Owens has more from Red and Charlene McCombs Field.
Texas softball team is back in last season's mindset after defeating Temple 6-0 this past Friday. Sophomore Holly Kern talks about her performance and the team overall after the win.
It was good to get some at-bats under my belt and for all the freshmen too to just kind of work some different defenses, and I particularly felt really pleased with my performance. It'll be exciting. We have 2 freshmen, and then there's me and Gabby, and Gabby's our oldest, she's a junior, and we're all just kind of competing within, and we're going to try to work as a staff this year. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, who's pitching what games, but I'm very pleased with the other 3 pitchers right now, and I think we can all work good together this year.
With a dominating win against Temple, the Longhorn team right now seems confident. With the seniors and juniors stepping up into their leadership roles, this young team thinks that they have enough experience and talent to go face into the NCAA playoffs and even the World Series as the regular season approaches.
Yeah, I think it's important, just the sophomores, we have at least 1 year under our belt. We may not be upperclassmen, but we have 1 year under our belt, and we've been to the World Series, so we've been on that big stage. So I think the coaches are kind of expecting us to step up and teach the freshmen, because the freshmen have no college level experience. So I think that's important for us, since there's 6 sophomores and 7 juniors, that we can kind of teach them. We've been there, we've done that kind of.
Leadership, guidance, and talent is what Holly thinks will take them back into the NCAA tournament this season. Julian Owens, College Press Box.
So, Quinton, we all know what this weekend is, the Red River Rivalry. David Ash is out for the game. How do you think his absence will impact the team?
Well, quarterbacks are the rock of the team, and although David Ash isn't the best quarterback around, he's all Texas really has to offer. So I feel like, Case McCoy, it's only going to be his 3rd start of the season, and historically, the more that Case throws, the less of a chance Texas has to win. So it's going to be tough for them at the QB position, but it's going to force Mack and Major to run the ball more, and hopefully we can come out with a win.
All right, thanks, Quinton. Maybe the Longhorns will put it out of the bag after 3 straight losses against OU. Up next, Stacy RIckard is standing by with your entertainment news. Stacy, what's on the run?
Well, you've heard her, and now you can see her. The face of Siri is revealed, and a longtime favorite is renewed for a record 26th season. Your entertainment news is next.
KVR News at 9. Your campus, your news.
Welcome back to KVR News. The identity of Siri, the voice assistant for the iPhone, has been revealed. Susan Bennett from suburban Atlanta has come forward to confirm that she is in fact the voice of Siri. Bennett's secret was revealed when CNN reporter Jessica Ravitz recognized the woman's voice over the intercom at Delta Airlines, where Bennett announces at the terminals. Bennett swore Ravitz to secrecy, but after speculation on another voice actor possibly being Siri, Bennett decided to end the mystery once and for all. Apple recently added a male option to Siri, so Bennett no longer has a monopoly on the voice assistant. Fox announced Friday that the longest-running scripted show in TV history, The Simpsons, has been renewed for a record 26th season. The animated sitcom premiered its 25th season last Sunday as the #1 entertainment program of the night among adults 18 through 49. That's up 12% from last season's average. In other TV news, David Letterman's contract has been extended through the year 2015. The Late Show doesn't crush ratings like it used to, but with Jay Leno expected to leave NBC's The Tonight Show in February, CBS has decided to keep Letterman around, at least for a couple more years. This weekend marked a record October debut for sci-fi thriller Gravity as it skyrocketed to the top of the box office with $55.6 million in ticket sales. The previous record was held by Paranormal Activity 3 in 2011 at $52 million. The success of the film can be attributed not only to the fascinating and realistic special effects, but also the high ticket prices. 80% of the film's revenue came from 3D screenings, and roughly $11 million came from IMAX 3D experience sales. That's all for entertainment this week. I'm Stacy RIckard.
Thanks, Stacy, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Joanna Lyles.
And I'm Jenna Housson for news and weather updates throughout the week. You can follow us on Twitter at KVR News. Stay tuned for College Press Box up next on Texas Student Television. Have a good night.